country at Mystery Creek. Beautiful day here. Looking forward to playing golf at Te Eke this afternoon to raise some money for the IHC Calf and Rural Scheme. I think we've just tipped over 10 grand, which is wonderful. But that pales in comparison to the contribution that PGG Wrightson makes to this wonderful cause. Stephen Guerin is the Chief Executive. Stephen, great to have you here. Great to have you supporting our golf tournament this afternoon. And you guys at PGG Wrightson do a wonderful job with this scheme. You've been there since day one. Pine Tree Meads days.
We have 40 years, Jamie, and you and I have spoken about this a couple of times, and it's great to be on track for. We've had a couple of lead years over the last couple of years, and it's great to be on track. I think we're talking to Greg this morning from IHC. We're going to probably get back to where we were a couple of years ago. So we've gone through that bit of a recession with Novus and that challenge that brought us, and it's a core charity for us, and we've sort of widened it through the business. We run a pink week every week, and every year, and we're going to do that in March this year. So that's for our team to get in behind, and we run a bit of a competition, and the team raised some money in the local communities as well. So
when I talk to some of your stock agents on the ground, they're all super enthusiastic about the scheme, and it's a lot of work for them, probably for not much personal gain, nor should it be, but the company ethos behind this is fantastic.
It is, and I filmed a video, went onto a client's farm in North Canterbury here late last year for when we were doing a promotion, and the two boys on that farm, that was their second generation. Their dad had gone into the scheme, and they thought it was part of their ethos and to carry that on, responsibility to carry that on, and their connection with PGW. And it's kind of what we see in our organisation. We have mothers and sons, and fathers and daughters, and fathers and sons work through the organisation. It's part of the culture of what we do, and it's not one we're going to give up.
Now the numbers out today, the situation and outlook report for primary industries, 55 billion, dairy leading the charge at 23.3, red meat and a bit of wool chucked in there, 12.4 billion. I'm worried about some of that 12.4 billion because we're losing sheep and beef to trees.
We are.
And it's not good. It's in the wrong place.
It is. And, I through the Wairarapa, through that Waipuka East Coast area down to Masterton, etc. just last week. And it was a topic of conversation. I was in the sale yards. I was on farm for an on-farm sale. Our team were talking about it, and, also referencing the fact that several farms are going to come to the market, and they were just, the farmers were challenged by the regulatory environment and couldn't see a way forward, but they were still putting their land on the market because that price premium it's the reality. We've got a false economy around what's going on here, and it's not good for our rural communities.
It's the emperor's new clothes. Hey, Stephen Guerin, thank you very much for your support for our fundraiser this afternoon. Really appreciate it from PGG Wrightson, one of our leading rural companies.